I don't know what, again, I don't know what happened in his life that led to this, but this guy needs to like talk to somebody. Hello, WiLLo Davis. How's it going? So you don't have to be a frequent watcher of my Animal Crossing series here on YouTube, or even watch me do my adventures on Twitch every day as I stream, twitch.tv/WiLLo Davis, where I play Animal Crossing all the time. Come hang out. But the context may help you further enjoy the video, but it's certainly not necessary because I'm just going to be reviewing the villagers on my New Horizons island, past and present. I've had 2 leave so far, at least 3 leave so far. So that means there are 13 villagers in total. I have to kind of review and rate today. We're gonna rate them. I wasn't gonna rank them. So, but I guess if I rate them, then you kind of have like a hierarchy system. You kind of, compare the numbers. So anyway, we're going to start. This isn't exactly in any kind of order, but I am going to start with the 2 first villagers I had. First one being Scoot, and I'm telling you right off the bat, before I even review the information, I'm sure Scoot's going to be getting a 10 out of 10 from me. He is a very lovely guy, but let's go ahead and review his little profile here on Fandom Animal Crossing Wiki anyway. So, Scoot, he's a duck. He's a jock personality. If you couldn't guess from the strange helmet he's got, I guess it's like a rugby thing or something. Okay, so he's a jock, obviously all about fitness, sports. I'm sure you have plenty of jocks on your island, at least one. I think everyone had one at the beginning, right? We got male, jock, duck. Birthday, June 13th, coming up. Please wish him a happy birthday. I got a custom-made barbell with a custom paint job on it to give him. Don't tell him. It's a surprise. He's a Gemini, whatever that means. Initial phrase, zip zoom. He's like, hey, how's it going, zip zoom? Adorable. That's a great zip zoom. It's fun to say. It makes you feel good when you hear it. Starts out wearing the frog tee, the froggy tee. Y'all love the froggy chair. Here's the frog tee. I gotta say, I don't think anything would fit him better. In fact, after I got a frog tee in the game, I gave it to a bunch of my villagers because I thought they all looked great in the frog tee. So, excellent fashion sense there. He takes his coffee. He likes a mocha, regular amount of milk, 2 spoonfuls of sugar. How could you have a complaint about that? Sounds like a pretty good coffee to me. Favorite song, Marine Song 2001. This dude's throwing it back to GameCube here with the old Captain song. So that it's honestly one of my favorites in the entire game as well. So you can imagine how thrilled I am to have Scoot as one of my original villagers. His house, and I don't get to see this because as one of my original villagers, I obviously had to build his house or whatever, however it goes. So it's just a very plain, generic house, but he's got the backyard theme, a little ducky pool in the middle there. Love that. So that's a great interior, great design, someone sporty, active like himself. And with all these factors in mind, I will happily give Scoot a 10 out of 10 as a New Horizons villager, neighbor, friend. Next villager, Agnes, the other original member. As I stepped straight out of the gate, the airport, I was greeted by Scoot and Agnes. I think everyone gets a sporty, or a jock and sisterly personality right out of the gate. So Agnes, she's a pig. She's the sisterly personality. Birthday, April 21st. She's a Taurus. I got to wish her a happy birthday. Got the game back in March, obviously. An adorable catchphrase, Snuffle. How's it going, Snuffle? You having a good day, Snuffle? This page is a quote from her, "You reap what you sow." That is a little scary. I don't know why. I've never heard her mention that to me at any point. It's a little ominous. Not too sure about that one. This is I don't think this is a dazed tee. This is what she wears to start out in New Horizons. I don't think that's a dazed tee, but I think it very much suits her character here, the design of her and everything. I think it's a perfect match. Some of them, you see some villagers and it's like, why did they put that shirt on them in New Horizons? But this one, a great fit. It's her coffee. She likes a Kilimanjaro blend. Lots of milk, 3 spoonfuls of sugar. She likes it light and sweet, as you might call it. Agnes, you're going to go through the trouble of getting the Kilimanjaro blend, and then you're going to drown it out in all the milk and sugar. And now here's what's really unfortunate. I know the pictures are small. This is a great interior of a house here. I unfortunately just have the basic, just wood, everything, plain setup. Very unfortunate. And even in the old games, look at all the cute, or lovely, is it? All that stuff. Wonderful. I wish there was some kind of option to like renovate their houses to what it's supposed to be, but here we are. She likes KK House. That is like my go-to song if I just like feel like putting some like tunes on. Like other than like Marine Song 2001 has its place, obviously. It is one of my favorites. But like if I'm like in the mood for some pumping up music, I go straight to KK House. So great choice there, Agnes. Only downsides to Agnes, I would say, is I don't particularly find the sisterly personality quite that interesting. I don't find myself, if I am walking through my island and I see Agnes, I don't find myself like needing to run over and see what she has to say today, you know? It's like the sisterly personality, very caring, very nice, very sweet, but like it's not doing anything for me for like entertainment. Everything else about Agnes, wonderful. I'll give her a 9 out of 10. Next up we have, and this is a villager who has since left, but there's a funny story we'll have to get to. Patti, the cow. She is a peppy personality, birthday May 10th. So I also got to wish her a happy birthday, and so did Zachary Michael, actually. He gave her a paper bag mask, which was very upsetting at the time, but here we are. Her initial phrase is, how now? Get it? She's a brown cow. How now? Brown cow. People say her name is supposed to be like a burger patty, which is very upsetting to me, Animal Crossing. Why would you do that to us? And the same thing with the octopus who like has a toothpick in his head. Like, please. Can we not? Initial clothes. Citrus tea, which I love because it reminds me of my favorite carpeting, the citrus carpeting, which the kind of like purple bluish background with like the big orange slice in the middle. Love that. So that's a great pick there. She, as a peppy villager, she wants to be a pop star and all that, which can get a little annoying in the day-to-day having conversation with her. I'll be completely honest there. Let's see. She takes her coffee, Kilimanjaro blend, the regular amount of milk, and 2 spoonfuls. I can't talk today. 2 spoonfuls of sugar, which is pretty normal, pretty average. KK Calypso. Can't imagine it at the time. I forget how that goes right now. I think I have it in my thing, but whatever. Okay, that's fine. Not my go-to. This is another interior I did not get to experience, being that she was one of the 3 to move in after the initial 2. Very also like a backyardy theme, but with some flowers and stuff. A little more ornate than say Scoots, but pretty cool. Not spectacular. Doesn't exactly fit her, but she says, a friend in need is a friend indeed. Okay, you win some extra points there for that. That was nice. But as I said before, the peppy personality really does wear down on me. I don't often run to Patti for conversation because I don't know, it just seems very self-centered and yeah, I don't know. Oh, I should also point out Scoot's thing under here says, some birds avoid the water, ducks look for it. Love that for him. But anyway, the funny story about Patti is that, so she one day said, you know what, I'm thinking about moving out. And I said, like, sure, okay. That's fine. You can go ahead. And so she moved out, and I got someone else in who I will discuss later. But days later, like 5 days later or something, it must have been, Jamie had someone else move into her island because there was an open plot of land, and it was Patti. And she was like, ugh, I got Patti, because she already knew Patti from my island. And we're saying, like, wouldn't it be weird if it was the same one? And so she moves in. I go over to Jamie's island, go talk to Patti there, and she says, WiLLo? Oh my gosh, I moved here. I'm on Buddy now, not Pewter. How's it going? Oh my god, I gotta unpack the things, but we should catch up. And so we were shocked that after like days of her just disappearing into the void, she reappeared on Jamie's island. Very surprising to us. And she already moved. Don't worry. she just packed her things and went off of Jamie's island. So there's nothing really that bad about Patti. The peppy personality, which I don't really find that great, mixed in with like kind of just like the plainness of her. Like there's not like a unique style really to anything. I do like the citrus dress though. That's very cool. I give Patti a 6.5 out of 10. Next we're going over to Sandy. Another one of those 3 to move in. Sandy is an ostrich female. She is of the normal personality, which I'm a fan of. I know I was just complaining about how plain Patti was, but something about the chillness of the normal personality I can really get behind. You could just tell by the eyelids here that she is chill. People like to make fun of her hairline very often, with the little doodads sticking out of the back of her head. I don't mind it at all. She's an ostrich, you know, they got the little feathers just splayed about. Initial phrase is speedy, because ostrich is a fast bird. I guess she's kind of like a road runner or something almost. So love that. She's not very speedy herself, as you can see, but it's still a cute little thing. Okay, October 21st, she's a Libra. Again, whatever that means to you. The blue striped shirt here, the little tank, very nice. For a while, she was wearing a like a front knot tee, which is also was like a good look for her, I thought, on my island. But yeah, you know, very plain, very normal, if you would. So I think it's a good fit. And if this isn't just, this is such a Sandy thing. Coffee blend, no milk, no sugar. Very plain of you, Sandy. Very classic Sandy. That is such a Sandy move. She looks KK Soul, also a fan of that. You know, she enjoys some finer music. Now this is an absolutely devastating blow for me to see this. Look at this interior. There's a grand piano and like ironwood set over here and stuff. And the kitchen set, I wish, and previously was a space theme. What on earth did that come from? What the hell is this space theme in the original game? But anyway, she has a very plain house. You know, she does have that one kitchen set that's like 130,000 bells or something with like the sink and the whatever. But this would be incredible. I can't believe that she was robbed of this because she was just an early move into my island. How dare they? I am a big fan of Sandy, but again, I don't really find myself like rushing over to see what Sandy's up to today or anything like that. I'll give Sandy an 8 out of 10. Next up, we have the guy who I believe was my first campsite visitor, Klaus. A lot of people don't like Klaus. I think your first campsite visitor is always smug, right? His smug personality. He's a bear. He's a light blue bear. Okay, he's not blue bear, but he is a light blue bear. He's got the smug personality. I don't know what to think of Klaus, because I heard Klaus and I thought, oh, he's German. Klaus, right? But everything about like the theme of his home and other things about him make him seem very Greek. He wore a toga kind of thing when I met him. Anyway, pride goes before a fall. Okay, what are you, like actually Caesar? What's going on with that? So he is very smug. He's very high society. He has like marble flooring and walls with like pillars, and there's a jacuzzi in his house, some ornate vases. I say vases, but I said vase to be fancy. So he's bear, March 31st. He's an Aries, whatever that means to you. So I was able to wish him a happy birthday. I gave him some fossilized amber, which he actually still has in his house to this day. So I'm glad he enjoyed that. I guess it's very high class or something. Gold armor suit. No. He did not wear this when I met him. He was wearing like a toga thing. He likes Blue Mountain coffee, just a little bit of milk, 1 spoonful of sugar. I wouldn't guess anything else. KK Milonga, never heard of it, but I'm not surprised. He's probably like, yeah, you probably wouldn't have heard of it. That seems like something Klaus would say. Yeah, here's his smug interior here with all the marble and the pillars, and he has an automatically opening toilet with a bidet next to it, a little privacy screen there, as if that's doing anything for you. The outside of his house is just very schmancy too. But I gotta say, I respect that if you're gonna have a smug villager, Klaus goes all out. He embodies it. It is in his DNA to be smug. It's a tough personality, I gotta say, because especially with Klaus, because if he's smug, if you have a smug villager and they're just kind of like, they have that personality, but like their looks and their house is just kind of like normal, then it's like, okay, they're just like a little meh meh meh. But Klaus, like, you walk into his house and he's like, welcome to the house of Klaus, flaunting it about. He points you to his jacuzzi, like, you like this? I spend hours in here every day. So he's a very, some people may find him very difficult to get along with. I personally can respect it. If you just respect that is just who he is and you can just work with it, he's a good guy. And he is very caring. I gotta say, anytime I get a bee sting, I go talk to Klaus and he's like, hey man, take some medicine. You really need it. Look at your face. He doesn't just be shocked and then walk away. He does help out. He's a good guy. He's very smug, but he's a good guy. Downsides of Klaus, I think he has probably threatened to move out like at least 3 times now. He must love it here because he's always having people over, throwing parties. He's always out and about, basking in the sun, sitting by the river, too busy to talk to me. He just likes to threaten to leave a lot. It's like he's too good for my island. I would like to give Klaus a 9 out of 10. Next up, we have another largely hated villager, but that I love having, Rizzo. He is a mouse, obviously. He's cranky. He's got a deep, low voice. If you've watched my Animal Crossing series at all, you know when I have Rizzo say something, he's always very, how's it going, Squee, because Squee was his original thing, whatever he called the person. Which, by the way, if I didn't mention it, Klaus said strudel at the beginning. It's like, how's it going, strudel? But then everything else about him is Greek, which was very weird, but let's see, he says evil lurks everywhere. Okay, Rizzo. So Rizzo is apparently based on like a thief or something like that. The thing that he wears, this little cloth, I forget what it's called, but I think in Japanese culture, someone like a thief, like a cartoon example of a thief, they would like tie this around their nose like that, and it's just kind of like a silly way of portraying a thief, like how you would wear like an eye mask thing if you were trying to portray a thief here or something, like, like those little, like just like the cloth that they wrap around their eyes with the eye holes, you know what I mean? I guess similar to that. I forget what it's called though. January 17th birthday, he's a Capricorn, love that for him. Calls you Squee at the beginning. Wears this nice ninja shirt here. Like he's a very sneaky dude, I guess. And so people see him with the handkerchief around his nose, and that he's cranky, and that he's a little thief, and they're like, oh god, get this annoying thing off my island. Not I gave him a chance. I didn't, I gotta admit, I didn't like him at first, but he definitely grew on me. The comedically low voice for the tiny mouse. I don't know, I think people don't like the cloth around his head. It makes it look like he's like sick or something. I don't know, but he grew on me, I gotta say. This is when I was trying to figure out who to kick out early on, when I wanted some different villagers in, I really thought about Rizzo, I gotta be honest. And I was scrolling through his profile here when I was trying to figure out who can move out, and this really made me almost do it. His coffee of choice, mocha blend, no milk, no sugar. What kind of a person would get mocha coffee, no milk, no sugar? What was the point of the mocha then? That sounds disgusting, Rizzo. What is wrong? What is up with this dude where he thinks that's okay? I mean, if it's really his preference, if that's what he actually likes, then, you know, he's free to like what he likes there, but that just sounds like punishment. Sounds like he's just hurting himself. Anyway, favorite song, KK Lament. That is also a bit of a downer. Like, this dude's a sadist. Or what's the self-inflicted one? A masochist. Sorry, a masochist. Dude's got a dirt floor, some ornate decorations, little bonsais and whatnot, a wanted poster in his own home. Very strange. His previous homes looked very nice with like exotic stuff and whatnot. That's pretty cool. His current home situation, he's got a stall in there, like a shopping stall. Like what's going on there? His house makes absolutely no sense at all. All negative points, but still somehow respect him. Horrible choice of coffee. Horrible choice of home interior. I don't know what's going on with the cloth around his nose. Like, who thought that was a good idea? His favorite song is a sad song, and I guess he's just a little thief. And on top of it all, he's cranky. He's cranky, he doesn't even have a good mood. So what do I think? He has a little something for everyone, a 7.8 out of 10. Next up, we have another villager who has left us, Claudia, the tiger. She's a pink tiger. She has the snooty personality. At first I thought I was not a fan of the snooty personality when Claudia came along, but you'll see later that it actually, I guess it just depends on the person. So, lovely color pink and the purple stripes. She says, a tiger can't change its stripes. People change, Claudia. Let them change. Birthday November 2nd. She is a Scorpio. She says, ooh la la. That is her initial catchphrase. Oh, how are you today? Ooh la la. See, very snooty, right? But she really wasn't that bad. Her personality is pretty nice. Yeah, she's got this, I think she had this top on when she moved in. She likes a mocha with a little bit of milk, just 1 spoonful of sugar. I'm imagining it being more like a coffee with like some cocoa powder mixed in, you know, like a more refined palate, that type of thing. She is very snooty after all. She likes KK Synth, very interesting choice. That is a very difficult to listen to song, I gotta say. So you could tell she's like, oh, you probably wouldn't like the music that I like. Her interior is pretty cool. I think it looks better in New Leaf here. But, yeah, like the city skyline wallpaper and whatnot. And just very fancy things. The antique bed. Pretty cool. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with Claudia. I just felt like she didn't fit the vibe of the island, which is a common theme in the people that I've let go, I think. So yeah, overall, there's nothing bad about Claudia. There's just nothing I found very exceptional or thrilling, other than, of course, the very, very, very loud fur color there. And so for that, I give Claudia a 5.1 out of 10. I hope she's on to better things. Next up, another one who has since left us, Rene. I got Rene. I think she was a replacement for Claudia after Claudia said that she was thinking about moving. And I said, sure, go ahead. I went on a villager hunt. I said no to a few people. Came across Rene and I said, oh, Rene, that sounds familiar. Oh, yeah. I think Amberlynn had Rene on her island. She is a sisterly personality, a horse. Birthday, June 4th. Unfortunately missed her birthday. She left before then, so I hope she's having a great birthday somewhere on some island. She says, you can only be you, so be the best you that you can be. Yeah, the sister personality is very supportive in that way. She has a very bold haircut with the pink on top, off to the side like that, with a kind of like a shaved side, or if that's what you want to see it as. Very bold. You can tell she's kind of the tough love type. Her initial phrase was yup, like some kind of thing a horse would say, I guess. Okay. She got this top on with the straps. That's what she moved in with. The zigzag print dress, yes. I think she is new to New Horizons. I think introduced to New Horizons. So this is a brand new villager. Therefore, there's not much information like how she likes her coffee. Apparently, her favorite song is also KK Synth. I should have known. Should have seen the signs. Great color on her. I like the piercings of the ear. You can tell they really put a lot of thought into the design of Rene. I did like her rattan interior, as my bathroom, as you may know in the game, is rattan themed. I was very jealous of her items at the time. I do like Rene. I thought it was very cool, especially for a new villager they introduced for the new game. And her design's great with the piercings, the hairstyle. I like the blue hooves are also very cool, I found. But I don't know what it was. You know what I think it was? I think she was too much for my very simple island. I think I felt that she wanted more out of her island experience. She probably wanted to be on an island where like exciting things happened, or maybe like a more urban environment. And I just had this lowly little village setting where things were simple, and it just wasn't really her kind of vibe. So that's why I eventually let her go. I'll give Rene a 6 out of 10. Next up, we have a guy I knew I had to have on my island as soon as I saw him. Boyd. He just reminded me straight up of Donkey Kong. Not so much in this picture, but you'll see him, the current Boyd. I don't know when this was from, because he doesn't wear this shirt. He is a gorilla. I just saw him, and like I was like, you know what? That is like original like Donkey Kong for like the arcade game / NES. Birthday's October 1st. He says, "There's always time to take a second look." That's a great way to live, I guess. Except for when there's not time, Boyd. He's cranky. I know I have a theme of cranky on my island. You'll see the other cranky one I got soon. Initial phrase, uh-oh. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what happened in Boyd's life that he's about these second looks and uh-oh. But anyway, he likes a mocha, lots of milk, 3 spoonfuls of sugar. That, if you're gonna have a mocha, that's the way to go. Light and sweet on the mocha. It's basically like a Dunkachino at that point, am I right? Half coffee, half hot cocoa or something. So I appreciate that he's like, you know what, if I'm gonna have a coffee or something, let me just do it up and enjoy it. His house is very unwelcoming on the interior. It's like a sidewalk or road flooring with like a parking lot kind of wallpaper, which is very strange, with like skies and trees and like these like metal barricades on the sides. Very industrial, everything. He's got these like oil barrels, which also reminded me very much of Donkey Kong. Some like some steel girders, a construction sign, lots of other just like as if he was not done building his house or something. I really don't understand it. Looks like previously at a very fancy place with like paintings everywhere and ornate flooring. I don't know what happened in his life that led to this, but this guy needs to like talk to somebody. Being a cranky villager, he's like a very old dude. He acts like he's like his bones ache and stuff. He likes to sit on the floor when I walk into his house and read like men's fitness magazines, which I find very interesting. But you know, he's a cool guy. I gave him a flashy green, like a mint green, like tuxedo jacket thing. He wears it all the time. He's not too like, you know, he's not too like rough and tough to show off a fashionable side once in a while, even though his house shows it. I think he's someone who's willing to learn. He's open to things, even though he seems very tough on the outside. He bears his shiny cheeks always. Most of the gorilla villagers, they have these bare cheeks hanging out, which is hilarious. Hashtag BBB, Boyd's bare butt, common joke on my videos and Twitch streams. He likes KK Groove, one of my current favorites, I gotta say. KK Groove. Love that one. I love Boyd, but I think he needs to do some work on himself to really be the best he can be. I give Boyd a 9 out of 10. Next up, we have a snooty villager who actually thrives on my island currently. Mallory the duck. She's a wonderful lavender color, female, snooty, duck. November 17th birthday. She's a Scorpio. Oh, her adorable initial phrase, quackth. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a quack with like some kind of strange impediment or something, but it was adorable nonetheless. Quackpth. Quackpth. I would love to hear the story behind that. She wears a blue striped tee, although I often just see her wearing the frog tee that I gave her, or some other thing with sleeves that I also gave her. Mallory was actually the first one, and so far the only one, to give me a framed photo on my island. So extra points to Mallory there. I don't know what it is, because I've definitely been giving more gifts to like Scoot and other people, but she, I don't know, something, she just decided, whatever it is. Her coffee, she likes a blend, no milk, no sugar. Okay, I respect that. She likes a black coffee, you know. If it's a good coffee, I can get behind it too. She looks KK Bossa. Very nice. Love that one. Her house is like a nice little like backyard or an alley or something with some grass, bench. Like, it's very outdoor themed. A bushel of flowers there. Definitely better than this mosaic flooring, which is very difficult to look at from previous games. It's simple, it's nice, it's easy. I wish they started her with a bed though. I had to give her a hammock. Now the personality is snooty, but I never got like a snootiness off of Mallory. Like, you know, she likes the finer things from time to time, but like, she's never like too good. She's never too good for anything, you know? I think she's very grateful to be on the island. Purple is the color of royalty, you know? Now, see, that sounds very snooty, but in the context of her, for some reason, it just comes off as like she's just playing around. Same thing with like Klaus. Like when he says stuff like that, I feel like he knows that it's ridiculous. One thing that people find strange about Mallory is the hair choice. It's kind of like a strange like brownish green, and it's really just like the little bit on top that like comes down and to the side. I'm not sure what they were going for with that. It's almost like a mohawk or something. But hey, more power to her. Again, very bold haircut choice, so that's cool. Honestly, nothing I could think of really that I would change. I'll give Mallory a 10 out of 10. Next up, we have the newest addition to the island from a live villager hunt that I did. A hot commodity, definitely. A lot of people want Meringue. Very unique look. She's a rhino, normal personality, and she looks like a strawberry shortcake or something, you'd call it. Or, I don't know, a meringue, I guess. Her horn is a strawberry. That's a great friggin' design, in my opinion. She says, life is a piece of cake. Love that. Love the just fully committing on the dessert theme. So the normal personality, birthday March 19th. Obviously I missed that. The game came out March 20th, and I only got her like 2 weeks ago or something, or a week, I don't know. And adorable. Initial phrase, shortcake. She calls you shortcake. How's it going, shortcake? Unfortunately, that only lasted a few hours on my island before she was calling me, I think she started calling me Swolemate after I made that Scoots catchphrase thing. I don't know why they just have them just switch over catchphrases so quickly. It's kind of annoying. Literally, she was here for a few hours and she stopped saying shortcake, and it's just gone forever now, I guess. Why do they just trade catchphrases without asking? Her coffee, she likes a blend, a little bit of milk, 1 spoonful of sugar. I respect it. Song, KK Stroll. Not a go-to for me, but again, cool. You know, maybe listen to it while she's doing some baking. She is quite the pastry chef after all. Her interior is spectacular. Spectacular. The pastel polka dots, the kitchen kind of theme, a nice fridge. The color scheme is just on point. Everything about it. Very, very nice interior of the home. Meringue is a very, very popular villager. A lot of people want her. They love the strawberry horn, the dessert theme, the colors, the whipped cream, the house, the lovely, lovely house. I know you're not going to like to hear it. I don't think she's a great fit for my island. I have a streak of very plain, kind of normal, weird, misfit villagers, I feel. So, something about Meringue, I feel like she feels like she's surrounded by idiots or something. I unfortunately moved her next to probably the grossest and most obnoxious villager, who we will get to in this list. Her design's incredible. Great clothing choice. Wonderful interior. She's very nice, the normal personality type, very nice. However, as much as I respect her, I don't like her. I have to give credit where credit is due on the design. I mean, very well done. Great job. I think she's new to... Oh, no, she's new to New Leaf. Okay. Anyway, great job with her. But to me, to my island, 4 out of 10. And if you thought that was a controversial opinion, wait till you see one of my favorites here. Chow the panda. Love Chow. People hate Chow. They think he's ugly. They think he's annoying. Chow, I've had Chow on my original GameCube Animal Crossing from 2003. Chow and I go back 17 years. I will defend this panda with my life. He's a bear, but obviously a panda bear. He is a doom boomer. All good things must come to an end. He's cranky. He's an old, cranky... His quote from his picture, I don't know why they decided to include this at the top. The quote from his frame picture from Wild World, remember, I'm always watching you. The hell does that mean, Chow? What is going on with the eyes here? So he's got the black circles because he's a panda here. And like, what's with these white... I don't understand. It doesn't make sense. This is his old top. He used to wear the starry tank. He did not, for some reason, New Horizons thought, nah, not that, not the classic thing he's worn for 17 years. They give him a shirt with a gold bar on. I'll just have to find it somewhere. Thankfully, someone sent over the starry tank for me to give that to Chow. He wears that now, like good old times. People tell me all the time, they say, I can't wait for Chow to move off my island. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. He's gross. He's creepy. I don't like looking at him. He makes fun of me. He talks smack about my friends. Birthday's July 22nd. He's a Cancer. Initial phrase, ayah. Love that. Love him calling me ayah. Coffee, he likes a blend, regular amount of milk, 2 spoonfuls of sugar. Can't complain there. Favorite song, KK Step. I don't even know what that is. I don't know if I could pinpoint that if I heard it. He listens to Imperial KK in his house in my game. Hate the interior of his home in New Horizons. All bamboo. Just bamboo everything. That little water fixture thing, which if you click on it, he says, oh, I don't know how to cook, sorry. Which is really weird. Previous interiors for his home, incredible. All exotic theme. Loved the exotic furniture in all the previous games. I wanted to collect it all. I love the bed especially. None of that in this one. Horrible interior design. Chow. Really miserable. Love the exterior though. That is great. Hate the interior. Hate it with passion. Anyway, here is to the crankiest, most miserable animal in the entire game probably. Chow gets a 10 out of 10. Love him. Why is he pink? Does anyone know why the only friggin' panda in the game and they made him pink? And finally, we have one of my best friends on the island, / one of my island's worst nightmares, Eggbert the chicken. He's lazy. He has very dark rings around his eyes and a furrowed brow. Always looks terrified. He's even looking up right now, like as if like he thinks the sky is falling. Think about the hen from that old fable where like no one would help her bake the bread, and so no one gets the rewards afterwards. Now imagine the exact opposite of that, and you get Eggbert the chicken. This guy is frequently getting lost on my island. He just wanders off. If there's ever a lost item on my island, I take it and I go straight to Eggbert, and it's always his. He just puts things down and walks away like he owns the place. His birthday is October 14th. He's a Libra. Initial phrase doodle-da, which is adorable. How's it going, doodle-da? It says here his quote is, you gotta break a few eggs to make an omelet, which is very ominous coming from a chicken. For some reason, I wouldn't be surprised if Egbert's eaten a few omelets in his day. I feel like he just wouldn't make the connection at all. He doesn't really think at all about anything. This is not the shirt that he usually wears. He moved into my island wearing a Christmas sweater in like April or whenever he moved in. And he's still wearing that pretty frequently. Every once in a while he wears the frog tee I gave him. But mostly a Christmas sweater with like, I think there's like literally like reindeer snowflakes on it or something. I don't know. It's more generic. It's kind of just like an ornate sweater. I'll give him a little credit there. I think he probably gets hot and he doesn't realize that like it's the sweater. That's the kind of person we're dealing with here. I haven't mentioned the goals for any other people, but I just have to point out his goal is astronaut. This guy. Napping is when I do my best thinking. That's his picture quote. Love that. He likes his coffee a mocha, just a little bit of milk, 1 spoonful of sugar. Okay, it's not great, but like KK Techno Pop, I highly doubt it. I don't think he even knows what music is. What else can be said about Eggbert? He has a dirt floor, which I think is due to him being one of the original people to move in, because I don't think that's how... Oh, they do not show his interior. Quite interesting. It says here he owns from the Robo series, Robo Clock, which in my game he has a dirt floor and like weird other knickknacks, but I think that's due to him being one of the first people to move in. And along with that dirt floor, he also, being a lazy villager, likes to mention how he talks to the bugs in his house, and they tell him things, and they're his friends. Horrifying. Egbert's just that type of guy where you just constantly want to hate him and be mad at him, but you can't help but laugh every time he says something and redeems himself. To Eggbert, I give you a 10 out of 10. Never change. And so there you have it. It took much longer than I had anticipated, but we got through them all. A review and rating of all of my Animal Crossing New Horizons villagers, past and present. I hope you enjoy the series that I've got going on YouTube, and also that you tune into a Twitch stream once in a while. You know, we're always there pretty much every day. Smash like if you enjoyed. If you're new, hit subscribe and check out some of my other videos. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. WiLLo Davis, out.